Greetings, Ascended Nation. So I'm coming to you with a love reading. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I greatly and truly appreciate you. So this is going to be a love reading, okay? Remember to take what resonates for you, what does not resonate for you. Leave it right here, okay? Switch the roles if need be, all right? So let's see what messages the Holy Spirit has for you when it pertains to matters of the heart, okay? Matters of love, high vibrational energy, love that is good, that is that is for your highest good, okay? Something could be significant here about some sort of good loving, okay? I am getting that too. All right, so Holy Spirit, what do we have for the collective when it pertains to matters of love? Clear, accurate messages, please, and thank you, Archangel Raphael. Protect my heart space as well as I channel this energy and send lots of love out to the collective, okay? So let's see what's going on here when it pertains to matters of love, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. Oh, my nose is itching. All right, what we got here when it pertains to love for the collective? Okay, so we have something about a dream thief, okay? The number 13 could be significant. It says refusal of the call. Now, when I said my nose was itching, I was picking up the energy of somebody trying to be in your business. Okay, collective. So somebody could be nosing in your love life. I feel like in your business, period. But damn, Mercury, come on now. But due to the fact that this is a love reading, right? Something is significant here about someone snooping around or trying to see who you're dating, who you're talking to, so forth and so on, okay? This could also be now for my masculines. You could have an ex that is trying to find out who you're dating, who you're talking to. For some of you, who you're sleeping with, if you're not abstinent, okay? If it's a male that's in your business, masculines, this could be a jealous friend, okay? So this could be someone who is like in secret competition with you, okay? For my feminines, if this is an ex, a masculine, okay, something could be significant here. And if you're dating same sex, just switch the roles, right? But something could be significant here about an ex masculine being in your business, who you're dating, who you're talking to, who you're sleeping with, right? And then if this is a feminine, okay, something is significant here. This is someone who is in secret competition with you, okay? Now, for the feminines and the masculines, something could be significant here when I speak of same sex and somebody's being in your business, right? So this could be your partner, your father, a sibling, a coworker, any of that to you, right? Something could be significant here, even a parent, all right? We know how that goes. Something could be significant here about this being somebody, they're so in competition with you to the point that they do not mind sleeping with people or being with people that you've been with, okay? So definitely protect your energy. Spirit is saying you could be going through some sort of transformation and rebirth. Spirit is saying that who you usually attract or who you would usually, say for instance, when you work on, you know what I'm saying, going through your transformations, going through your dark night of the soul, something is significant here about people that you wouldn't even take a second look at anymore, right? And I'm not saying that to be mean, but follow me, okay? For those who are meant to get it, you're gonna get it. For those who it's not meant, you may get it at a later date, okay? But something is, or this reading isn't for you, okay? But something is definitely significant here about there being a change, okay? And I spoke about this a long time ago, like when it pertains to taste, when it pertains to who you're attracting, what you're attracting, there is some sort of rebirth. There is some sort of transformation I'm picking up off of this card, okay? So, and I'm also getting with this dream thief energy, refusal of the call. This is somebody that does not want to do the work. Whoever this person is that considers themselves being in a competition with you. This is someone that does not want to do the work. This is someone who didn't want to even put in the work if this is an ex of yours, okay? I also was hearing something is significant here about, damn, it slipped my mind. I had something else, but let's keep it moving. We got Eye of the Needle, intentionalities, the number 17, okay? So this is that healer energy, okay? Like I said, something is significant here. You could be like keeping your boundaries up, okay? Because when you have healing energy about yourself, sometimes you can attract people from all walks of life, right? So something is significant here about self-awareness, okay? I'm hearing Spirit say, okay? A lot of you've already went through the test as far as self-awareness, and which this has allowed you to establish better boundaries, okay? Setting your intentions with intentionality on this card, okay? Eye of the Needle. So this Eye of the Needle is like something, okay, thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is reminding me, off of this Dream Thief card, Spirit could definitely be cloaking what's for you, right? So something that somebody assumes that you want, that you're chasing, that, well, some of you could be chasing. Make sure you're attracting, not chasing, right? But we do know, it's a lot of messages coming out, so follow me, y'all. We do know that some of us could have been in that energy once upon a time where we chase things. We had the mentality where we thought we had to chase things, okay? And this does not just have to talk about like romance or, you know, relationships, none of that, okay? This could talk about other things, okay, that now you've learned that you attract. You put in the work, you manifest, and you attract. You envision and you attract, okay? So when it comes to these people who choose not to do the work, like I said, rejecting the call, refusal to call, they assume that you're chasing like they are, okay? But no, Spirit is cloaking the energy. Spirit is cloaking what's for you, basically, okay? So they can't chase. Basically, what's for you is for you, okay? With the Eye of the Needle here, intentionality, that goes back to your manifestations. That goes back to holding the vision. That goes back to being a visionary, okay? That goes back to attracting, okay? That also goes back to being able to, some of you could be people who really pay attention to detail, okay? So, you know, one of the biggest things when it pertains to manifesting is detail, okay? The universe loves detail, okay? So something is heavily significant about that, all right? You being observant, you could be someone who's very observant. Something could also be significant here about the sun, Ra, okay? But like I said, the number 17 here, you being a star energy, something about your star energy, your aura, okay, is significant. I don't know why I'm hearing like, you know how like in the cosmos you have like Orion's belt, you have like the Little Dipper, the Big Dipper, so forth and so on, right? I'm seeing that in my mind's eye, and you are that star energy. And you know, like with those stars, those constellations and the stars being lined up, it's something about that, okay? And basically that's how Spirit is giving it to me when it pertains to describing you, okay? Something is significant about you being in that, you're in the energy where you're going to be aligned with other, you're forming your own constellation, okay? That's what that's the download that I'm getting. Something about you forming your own constellation, okay, is significant, all right? Okay, so we then have blessed. Yes, I can't make it up, okay? The number 22 is significant. That is visionary energy, okay? You being able to envision what you want for yourself, okay? For some of you, you could definitely be seers, okay? Yeah, something is significant here about you. You know what you want, okay? That goes back to that self-awareness, okay? I could be speaking to people who you have been through a lot of, and I mentioned the dark night of the soul. So you've been through a lot of self-reflecting. You've been through a lot of, you know, healing your wounds, paying attention to what's internal, right? What's internal, what is like deep woundage for you, and healing it, right? What like identifying your triggers, Okay, identifying your faults, identifying what you don't want to attract again, identifying what you refuse to put up with again. Okay, it's all of that. Okay, something is significant about that. And then externally, that also talks about what you don't want to attract again. Okay, what you refuse to surround yourself with. Okay, and it's not about you being on, it's not about you being on a high horse, right? You just learned the lesson, okay? And that's what it's about. It's about you learning the lesson, okay? Yeah, at the bottom we got unmarked trail, revelation. And while you learn the lesson, like I said, Spirit is cloaking a lot of things. Spirit is cloaking a lot of things. Even Spirit is not just cloaking things from the adversary. Spirit is cloaking things from you as well, okay? And I'm seeing like, for some reason, Spirit is giving me a vision of like somebody walking a path, right? And you can't see the path until you like get right up on it. When you get right up on it, then it's there, right? It's kind of like Spirit unveils it. Spirit flicks on the light, okay? That's what I'm getting, all right? Something is significant about that, okay? All right, Spirit, give me one more here for this love message. So we have by the book. Yeah, so the number 11 could be significant as well. 11 talks about wishes, okay, with the 11th house. The 11th house talks about wishes. It talks about the future. It talks about humanitarian work as well, okay. It also talks about like groups, friends, alignment, okay. So yeah, I just feel like we know that we can plan all we want, right? But what's written is written. You understand what I'm saying? And no one can interfere with that, okay? This is what's fated, okay? It is divine order, okay? And that's what I'm picking up here, okay? So something is definitely by the book, okay? Now, for some of you, something could definitely be significant because Spirit is taking my eyes back to Eye of the Needle intentionally. And then by the book. This also has something to do with journaling. It has something to do with manifesting, right? And like I've stated before time and time on my channel, you could never have enough journals, okay? You could never have enough manifestation books and so forth and so on, okay? So yeah, something is significant here about that. The number 13 could be significant. The numbers the 13th, the 17th, the 22nd, or the 11th of any month could be significant. Okay, January could be significant. June could be significant. April, and then what is that? November. Okay. Yeah, and on the bottom we have divine feminine. Okay, so something about your divine femininity, okay, stability. By the book, this by the book is giving me roots energy, okay, so spiritual laws, you know what I'm saying, like ancient shit, you know. That's what I'm picking up, like this by the book, and then with the divine feminine, the cosmic wound. And remember, I just said cosmic, I was talking about cosmic, something about you building something about your own constellation, okay? Yeah, your own constellation, something about that coming together, okay? Something could also be significant here. I'm channeling something about, because with that as above, so below type energy, something could be significant. Now, some of you could be, you come from the cosmos, okay? And something could be significant here about you being a constellation, right? And you and those other stars that form their constellation coming back together here, okay? Something forming here in the physical is significant. Yeah, so yeah, something significant about that. All right, so like I said, for those, whoever this reading is for, you're gonna get it. For those of you who haven't, you know, came upon that part of your journey yet, it's okay. All right. All right, Spirit, what else do we have when it pertains to this energy? Let me get these cards. With this love message, and like I said, with these love readings, depending on what cards Spirit lead me to pick up, they're going to talk about a wide variety of things, okay? It does not just have to be about, like, sex. You know what I'm saying? It's intimacy, so forth and so on. Love is a broad scale. Various things, okay? All right, Spirit, give me more energy here when it pertains to this love message. What we got here? When it pertains to this love message, Holy Spirit. What we got? Okay, so for some of you, you could be getting a new vehicle. Okay, we got the new vehicle card coming out. Some of you could be getting an increase when it pertains to your finances. Okay, so something about a new vehicle. Some of you, and this is falling right here with the 13 with the transformation energy. Some of you, maybe something, there's some sort of transformation with your vehicle. Okay, with your vehicle, what you drive, your transportation circumstances. Okay, yeah, confirmation, excuse me. All right, Spirit, what else we got here for this love message for the collective? Let's see. Okay, so we have restaurant owner trying new foods. Okay, so some of you, maybe you are a foodie. Okay, so for some of you, you can be a foodie. All right, something could also be significant here about you wanting to own your own restaurant. Okay, so that could be significant. I could be speaking to individuals who already do. Okay, if you already own a restaurant, something could be significant here about menu adjustments. Okay, I am hearing that. All right, so something about menu adjustments could be significant. All right, Spirit, what else we got here? What else do we have when it pertains to this? Okay, so it says, I am transmuting stagnant energy into forward movement and expansion. Okay, and this is falling right underneath the blessed card, the visionary. Okay, so yeah, good job, collective. What else we got here, Spirit, when it pertains to this love reading for the collective? So continue to transmute this energy. Okay, what else we have here for the collective, Spirit? Okay. All right, let's see. So we have movies, lights, camera, action. So something could be significant here about maybe you are an actress or an actor, okay, or this is something that you aspire to be. It's falling right underneath by the book. So that's giving me, with that book energy, it's giving me like a script. Okay, so something could be significant here about like movie scripts, something like that. Okay, for some of you, I am getting energy. Maybe you're someone who does like small movies, you know what I'm saying, like Tubi or something like that. Okay, whatever this is, something is going to be successful. Okay, something is going to grow for you. All right, and then at the bottom we have beach view and talent scouting. So yeah, like I said, something is significant here about maybe you coming in contact with a talent scout for some of you, if that's what you're manifesting for yourself. Okay, some of you could love acting. Okay, some drama school could be significant. Okay, so that could be significant for some of you. Maybe you've been thinking about pursuing I think it's called that, I hope so. I think it's called drama school or acting school or something like that. Okay, so some of you could have been thinking about that. If so, this is your confirmation from Spirit. Okay, something is also significant here about you envisioning forward movement and expansion for yourself as well. Okay, yeah. All right, let's see. Let me see. All right, Spirit. Okay, I'm gonna do those last. Let's grab this tarot. We know how when I used the tarot last time, child. Spirit, give me a high vibrational spread for the collective. A high vibrational love spread for the collective. Archangel Michael, protect my energy. Okay, give us a high vibrational love spread for the collective. What we got? What do we have when it pertains to love? High vibrational, please, and thank you. What do we have? Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, some sort of turning point is significant. Okay, some sort of changes, opportunities, okay, investments, something that you've been invested in could be significant. Could be maybe you've been saving for a car. Okay, so that could be significant. Something about unexpected events and fortune. Okay, yeah, Thank you, Spirit. We got the Nine of Cups. I'm going to keep pulling. I'm not even going to shuffle no more. We got the Nine of Cups, okay? So something is significant here about wish fulfillment. Your wishes coming true, okay? You're going to be very content as well. You're going to be recognized for some sort of achievements also, okay? For some of you, something could be significant about a ribbon cutting, okay? I did just see that in my mind's eye. We then have the Three of Wands, okay? So you're in this expectation energy. That's what I'm picking up off of the Three of Wands, okay? And it's falling right here on I am transmuting stagnant energy into forward movement and expansion. And the Three of Wands talks about expansion. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding the message, okay? So yeah, you're making some sort of progress, okay? Yeah, this is awesome. Awesome. It also talks about foresight. So like I said, stand in that visionary energy. I'm trying to tell you, okay? All right, Spirit, let me get one more here. So we have the Sun card, all right? So joy, success, happiness, prosperity, abundance, okay? Being confident is significant as well, okay? So for those of you, like I said, if you are an aspiring actor or actress, okay, Spirit is saying to remain confident. Whatever this is going to flourish for you, okay? Something is definitely going to expand when it pertains to this, okay? Maybe you've been doing acting or movies for a while and you've been waiting with the Three of Wands here. Yes, maybe things have been stagnant for you, but something is a change here, okay? Some sort of wishes coming true. Whatever you've been wishing for is coming true. Yeah, we got the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. Yep, so collaborations are coming in for you, all right? All right, so now I got my Spirit with my love oracle. I always get this mixed up with my angel romance, but Spirit didn't lead me to grab that deck tonight. They led me to grab this one. So let's see what's going on when it pertains to this energy, this love message for the collective. 2206 I just saw, okay? So yeah, something is significant here about something that you've envisioned when it pertains to, or something Spirit has shown you when it pertains to matters of the heart, okay? Because 6 talks about the Lover's card, Gemini energy. A Gemini could be significant, or the third house. So there could be some sort of communication, okay? Something about some sort of communication in the mind. Like I said, something that Spirit has shown you, okay? All right, Spirit, give me something on this Wheel of Fortune and this new vehicle energy. So we have karmic relationship. So there's a cycle closing. Yeah, something is closing out. There is something closing out here. So it says fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So that whole spiel that I had in the beginning of this reading about lessons, okay? Yeah, this cycle is over, okay? And like I said too, with you just having a different taste, okay? Spirit keeps giving me that, okay? I feel like for a lot of you that's on this journey, your taste is different, okay? And with a lot of people, when you hear that, you only think about, some people may think about food, but then it'll be like, some people may think about, you know, relationship-wise. It's like overall, Spirit has been giving me that download. We do got restaurant here, okay? So yeah, your taste is changing. Your taste buds are not the same, okay? Yeah, that's how Spirit is giving it to me, all right? What's this Nine of Cups here in this restaurant energy, this needle, eye of the needle? So we have not enough in reverse, okay? So upright, it talks about being frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. No. With it coming out in reverse, you're not in this energy, okay? You could have once been in this energy, right? But you're no longer in this energy, okay? You are confident, so you're in your Queen or King of Wands energy, okay? You're not in the Four of Cups upright, okay? You're in the Four of Cups reverse, okay? So you're not being pessimistic, okay? Oh, why me type energy, no, okay? Also, you being able to detach, okay, is significant, right? So that's what I'm picking up here. Not going with the flow too, with that fear energy, with that fear ego energy, going with the flow, okay? Also, this is giving me too, knowing your worth. Okay, Spirit is saying that as well. Knowing your worth. Okay. I'm hearing that saying, know your worth and then add tax. Okay, so that's significant. All right, Spirit, what's the Three of Wands here? All right. So we have the butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase, or the next phase. I think that's supposed to say next. Okay. Or something could be significant about retreating. Okay, you and your person retreating. Okay, we have healing the inner child and growth. Okay, so yeah, whatever this is, all of this transmuting has not been in vain. Transmuting is stagnant energy. Spirit having you in like a hermit, okay, it's not been in vain. The work that you've put in, it has not been in vain. Healing the inner child, it has not been in vain. Okay, so yeah, something is significant here about some sort of foresight. Okay, like I said, when it pertains to some sort of like relationship, okay, or partnerships. All right, something that's going to help you grow, not stagnate you. Okay. Yeah, some sort of, because you've went through a transformation, so it's only right that Spirit, things transform around you, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And as I say that, we have Girl with the Snake, empath, narcissist, paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Just spoke about that in the beginning. Just spoke about this in the beginning of the reading. 9 times out of 10, a lot of you, this is what you were attracting. Now, will that end? No. Okay, because we still live in a world where the narcissists exist. Okay, but will you recognize the red flags? Yes. You're going to pay more attention. You're going to have your boundaries up. You're not going to take any bullshit. You're going to take up for yourself. You're going to stand up for yourself, okay? Because you've already learned these lessons, okay? Hell, for some of you, you're in a position where you're going to be able to teach others as well, okay? All right, Spirit, what is this movie, The Sun and By the Book? What we got here? What do we have for this love reading? So we have acts. We have breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Yeah. So it's something that you walked away from. And then we have vote at the bottom. Yeah, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving, and closure issues. Now I'm going to tell you this. Spirit is saying whatever this is that you took action on, because now with the whole movie thing, they're giving me whatever you took action on to cut off, because whatever this energy was for you, okay, because all of our stories are different. Something is significant. Whatever this was, it was stagnating you. We just saw the girl with the snake. Okay, so these narcissists, they were harvesting your energy with the sun here. Okay, they were taking from you. They were depleting you. Right? And you weren't able to, you maybe you would start things and that was it, right? Started, it'll flourish maybe a little, next thing you know, it was downhill. Okay? Yeah, some of you, maybe you didn't even make it that far. You know what I'm saying? And it was because of the individuals that you had around you, okay? And now I'm hearing Eve, love is blind, okay? So yeah, I feel like it took you to love on yourself a little more. It took for you to sit with self. Like I said, self-awareness is a must, okay? Self-awareness is a must, all right? And that's what it took for you to do. Yeah, stopping the patterns. Yeah, it says that. Breaking these generational curses. Yeah, like enough is enough. Just point blank, period. You knowing your worth. All right, Spirit, let's see with this 18 plus oracle. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about with this. A Virgo Libra energy could be significant. Okay, you can make a Virgo Libra energy weak. Okay, or something could be significant here about maybe just a Libra or just a Virgo. Okay, the month of August, the month of September, the month of October could be significant. Okay, let's see. I meant to say, is that, yeah, I don't know if I just pay attention to what I said. Okay, because I said it for a reason, but I think I had it wrong. Okay, no, all right, never mind. All right, Spirit, what we got here? What we got here for the 18 plus? What do we have for the 18 plus? What we got for the 18 plus? Okay. So we have the real McCoy. Yes, so you are the real deal. Okay. And you are this real McCoy energy is giving me a generational curse breaker. Okay. This is giving me the energy of, like I said, standing up for yourself. You're going through some sort of transformation. You've been through a lot of deaths. Okay. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay. Someone who has been through a lot of deaths. Okay. We then have Libra, Scorpio. Okay, so you could be a Libra, Scorpio cusper, or something could be significant here about a Libra, Scorpio cusper. Okay, I just mentioned Libra, so something could be significant here about the month of October or the month of November. Okay, something could also be significant here about the 7th and the 8th house. Okay, which could talk about relationships. Something could be significant about a relationship, so a business partners. Something about contracts. Okay, something could be significant here about contracts coming to an end. Okay, so there could be some sort of transformation when it pertains to contracts. I'm getting like new. I'm getting like old and new. Okay, so something expiring to make way for the new. Okay, something with an expiration. There is some sort of things with expiration. Spirit is removing it. Okay, and yeah, something about expiration dates. Some of y'all, maybe something could be significant about maybe you cleaning out things with like something about expiration dates. Okay. We then have, we've spent lifetimes together, soul to soul. The ancestors brought us together. Okay. So something is significant here about a past life partner. Okay. Someone could be watching you. All right. Spirit, let me get another. Also, it's landing here with this Scorpio energy, with that 13 and Scorpio with the Libra, Scorpio. So yeah, this is something reincarnated. We then have role play. Okay. So somebody here could be into role play as well. All right. All right, Spirit. We got spontaneous sex. Okay. So whatever this is, something is significant here about you. This is just going to be healing. Okay. Yeah. Something about something could be significant here about like a spontaneous sex bucket list. Okay. So yeah, for some of y'all, something could be significant about a restaurant. Okay. Yeah, something could definitely be significant about a restaurant. Yep, and at the bottom we got changes in your love life. Angel number 511 you could be seeing. Okay. Yeah, the song Feenin by Jodeci could be significant. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Jodeci playing right now. Casey, yeah, if you think you lonely now. Yeah, so Virgo, Libra, or an Aries could be significant. Okay, you could be seeing angel number 511. All right, something could be significant here about marriage, because I'm getting that with the 5 Hierophant, 11 Justice. Okay, and then 16 Towers. Something could be significant about a marriage. Okay, we then have intimacy. Okay, so yeah, this is giving me with that 9 of Cups something that's going to be very fulfilling. Whatever this is going to be very fulfilling. Okay, yeah. Something about like a needle in a haystack. Okay, so you can view that's going back to like something could be significant here about searching for one another, you know, waiting a while, waiting a while, because what is that I'm hearing? Adele, never thought I'd find someone like you. Okay, yeah, but y'all know that song. I just heard that verse. All right, not the goddamn song, just that verse from the song. Okay, so yeah, something is significant here. And then too, it could be an ex in the background feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? But, and I love Adele. But anywho, something is significant here about like your person looks at you and vice versa as trying to find a needle in a haystack. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Okay. All right, Spirit. It's kind of like one-of-one type energy. Yeah, and as I say that, we got cherish. Yep, so this is something that you and or your person, you're going to cherish, okay? You're not going to take it for granted, okay? Yeah. All right, Spirit, what else we got here? And now we got Shy, If I Ever Fall in Love Again. And this song talks about that, okay? So we have the SEX position, the Tamanagi or Tamanaji, okay? Child, you and or your person, you are blessed, okay? Something about you all being blessed. Your person is going to like your physique and vice versa, okay? Then we have sex ports, okay? It says a booklet marking our intimate places around the world. So this goes back to, like I said, a spontaneous SEX bucket list is significant, okay? And I'm getting that same energy off of this card, all right? And this is falling on the Three of Wands, okay? Which can talk about like traveling, okay? Expansion. Something could be significant here about like little ones, okay? We then have If You by Silk. So it says, I've been checking you for so long and I feel, girl, you should let me know what the deal. I've been peeping out your body. That's crazy because I did not see the back of this card. So yes, heavy on your person watching you, you watching your person, you liking what you see, and your person liking what they see, okay? Something is significant here about you all being very attracted to one another, okay? And then Spirit said, look at the bottom of the deck. So we have Nobody by Keith Sweat and Athena Cage. So it says, who can give you what you need? And it says, don't be afraid because I won't bite, okay? So your person and your person is saying to you, or you could be saying this to your person, like, who's going to give you, you know, the type of vibe or the type of energy or the type of healing like me, okay? That's what your person is asking you, divine feminine, divine masculine. Who's going to do that? Okay, like I said, one of one, okay? It's like finding a needle in a haystack, okay? Something is significant about your person saying, you know, you don't have to be afraid, okay? They're a protector, okay? Yeah, and something significant here, if you are feminine, hell, if you anything like me, you are protected as well. So yeah, something is significant about that as well. You're nurturing, okay? You're compassionate, you're caring, okay? Yeah, something like that. All right, Spirit, what else we got for this energy? Yeah, your person, y'all gonna be obsessed with one another, like healthy obsession, okay? So, okay, I can't read that one. Give me another one, Spirit. Let's see. These cards be sticking. Yeah, I'm telling you. What did I just say? That your person feels, you and or your person feels like you are blessed. Okay, your physique down below, so forth and so on. This card says it's like heaven in that cat. Okay? Yeah. We then have, I'm going to show you I'm serious. Okay? So somebody here is saying they're going to show you that they're serious. Okay? All right. What else? We got slow down. So you and or your person could be saying this. We got Jupiter Love, Trey Songz. Okay? We then have, and it's crazy because I was talking about that cosmic energy, all right? We then have the Visitor, okay? This is another SEX position, all right? Something could be significant here about SEX in the rain, okay? So that could be something spontaneous that you and your person are going to love to do. We have I'm not going anywhere, okay? So you could be saying this or your person is saying this, okay? Didn't I say? Something that you are going to cherish, okay? So we then have Dance For You, okay? That song could be significant by Beyonce, okay? So you could want to dance for your person, okay? All right, Spirit, what else we got? Give me a couple more. Let me see, what song is this? What else we got here, Spirit? When it pertains to this message, what else we got when it pertains to this message? That's crazy. The song Nobody playing that I just mentioned. We got Make It Last Forever. Yeah, so this is not no, like y'all together. Okay? What else we got here, Spirit? Like this it. Growing old together, you know, God forbid, but you know it happens. If y'all gotta wear Depends, changing them, you know what I'm saying, all of that. We got have no gag reflexes. You know, when y'all get older, all that. We then have angel number 000. Hope, togetherness. Angels are guiding and supporting someone in matters of the heart. So yeah, this is definitely being guided, okay, by higher power, okay. Yeah, because this is no ordinary love. We got no ordinary love coming out. And I just saw 4013 on the clock. Yep. Something being erotic, okay, could be significant. I'm seeing striptease again. Something about your person wanting to spoil you, okay, show you a lot of attention. Yeah, so your person is like very attentive, okay. For some of you, you could be into like spitting in each other's mouth, okay. So your person is gonna love to do that, or you're gonna love when your person does this, okay. We then have nighttime dip in the pool. All right. We then have I'm calling you in, beloved. All right. So your person is manifesting you. Yep. I feel like I'm picking up the energy because this is falling right underneath blessed. This is definitely divinely orchestrated. You are a blessing to your person and vice versa. Okay. We then have cut that lame off. So something is significant here. This is that detaching energy, okay? And it's falling right over here with this karmic relationship. We have you touch your person's soul, okay? All right. So divine masculine, you touch it. You touch your divine feminine soul, okay? Masculine, you touch your feminine soul, okay? We then have so anxious, okay? So you and your person could just be anxious about one another. What else we got here? All right, I'm gonna do these last ones, and that's it. You and your person could be lovesick as well. All right, we have making good love by Avant. We have ease your mind. So yeah, this is falling over here on like someone showing you a lot of attention, being very attentive, okay. Something could be significant here as well about, it says gently choke me while I ride, okay? So divine feminine wants you to choke her divine masculine while she's on top of you, okay? We then have, child, why the hell did I just hear, if you're doing reverse cowgirl, grabbing the back of her neck. Okay, something about grabbing the back of her neck, okay? We then have What's Your Fantasy by Ludacris, okay? A Virgo could be significant, the number 9 or 99 could be significant as well, all right? We then have Love and Happiness. So yeah, y'all gonna make each other very happy, okay? We then have When I See You by Fantasia. Yeah, something about when your person sees you. This, you and your person, you know, okay, it's something about an inner knowing, all right. We then have It's Getting Late, okay. Something could be significant here about you and your person. Say for instance, if y'all are at a distance, right, maybe if y'all on the phone, or maybe if something like that, you not wanting to separate, okay. Something is significant about you not wanting to separate, or either you're being on the phone late at night, or even if you're around each other, staying up late at night, just talking, you know what I'm saying? Talking, conversating, just a lot, okay? I feel like keeping each other good company. Something is significant here about you being good company for one another, okay? Something being just very healing. We didn't have Weak, yeah, by SWV, all right? We then have It Won't Fit, Big D Energy. So child, I don't know. We then have Friends with Benefits, okay? So something is significant here now for some of y'all, right? Maybe something could start off like this, right? But I'm also picking up the energy. For some of you, maybe this is what you're used to, right? For some of you, you could be used to this, and something is significant here about something serious, wanting something more, wanting something serious, confirmation with the tap. wanting something serious, wanting something more. I'm also picking up the energy of coming in contact with people and this is what they actually want, but they pretend to want more, right? So I'm getting that too. So yeah, just not accepting that energy and knowing your worth is significant. Not saying that, you know what I'm saying, whatever floats your boat. For those of you who are into that and you're not ready for anything serious, it's fine, okay? But I do know that it's others that watch me. That's why I said take what resonates, what doesn't, leave it here, who aren't for the whole friends with benefits thing, right? That's not what they want, all right? So that's everything I have for you, collective, when it pertains to this love reading. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next one.